In the world of strength training, everyone is chasing what's new, what's different, and what's flashy. But what if the real secret to a stronger bench press was buried in the past? Back in the late 1960s, lifters at Zuver's Gym used a brutal routine that could add 30 pounds to your bench press in just 2 weeks. Today, we're bringing that lost knowledge back. So, let's begin. This is Dr. Ken Leistner's article on forgotten bench press routine. Just like in many areas today, bodybuilding, powerlifting, and other sports also focus a lot on what is new, different, or unusual. Because of this, many older training ideas that are actually very useful have been pushed aside in favor of modern methods. While flipping through an old workout manual, I came across a routine that was followed in the late 60s by many lifters, but is almost forgotten today. For those who don't know, Bob Zuver was the man behind a very unique gym in Costa Mesa, California. Since it opened, it became a landmark in the lifting world. In 1968, the team won the championship at the Senior National Powerlifting Contest. Lifters like Bill Witting, Tom Overholtzer, Rudy Lazano, Len Ingro, and Willie Kindred were just some of the outstanding athletes who proudly represented the gym in competition. Obviously, whenever champions of this level train together, some unusual training methods are going to be developed. One very effective method for increasing the bench press was used by all of us back then, and for anyone serious about powerlifting, it's still worth considering today. When I first came to the West Coast, Bob Zuver took the time to explain the details of powerlifting to me. Back then, I believed that the only people who took powerlifting seriously were those who either lacked the skill for Olympic lifting or the right body type for bodybuilding. I was shocked to discover how wrong I was. These lifters were outstanding athletes, and they were just as careful with their diets as any health-conscious person. I honestly thought powerlifters' diet were mostly ice cream and cake. Bob further explained various lifting techniques and touched upon an often neglected point. The bulk of one's power is in the hip, back, and leg region. He said, the time you spend adding 50 pounds to your bench press could instead be used to add 100 pounds to your squat and deadlift. It seems simple and obvious, yet many lifters spend most of their training time and energy on endless bench press assistance work. To keep the bench press balanced with the other lifts, several training methods were used. One of them was a program designed by Bob, and it worked exceptionally well for most of the lifters, myself included. This routine should be used no more than twice a year, and never for longer than 3 weeks in a row. It may sound strict, but that's because the program is very demanding on the upper body. Pushing it beyond that would likely lead to burnout, loss of strength, or even injury. While the program may look similar to others, it must be followed exactly as described to get the best results. The first exercise is the bench press. Start with 6 reps using a light weight, then do 3 sets of 3 reps at maximum effort. After that, perform single reps, adding 25 pounds each set until you reach about 150 pounds over your best bench press. At this stage, you'll definitely need assistance, and following the instructions closely becomes very important. When you reach a point where you can no longer successfully complete a strict full press on your own, engage 2 spotters to assist you in lifting the weight from your chest in a controlled fashion. This ensures you're still pushing with maximum effort, even though the spotters are assisting on these forced reps. After reaching your top weight, lower the load in 25-pound steps until you're able to perform 3 sets of 3 reps on your own again. Surprisingly, you may find that you can bench more on the way down than on the way up. This phenomenon was called hot bones. Some lifters believed their bones actually heated up to help lift the weight, but in truth it was more likely just the body's response to heavy strain. What was certain, though, was the intense soreness that set into the upper body within hours of finishing the workout. And remember, the session still wasn't over. As a final note on this part of the workout, it's important to press the weight on your own as much as possible, even while your spotters are helping. You won't make much progress if they do all the lifting for you. What's also worth noting is that we always controlled the bar ourselves on the way down, from arm's length to the chest, much like the negative or eccentric training methods people talk about today. Next, do dumbbell bench presses with a parallel grip, palms facing each other, for 4 to 8 sets of 3 reps. Always take the dumbbells from a rack, as cleaning them to the shoulders can cause injury. The last upper body exercise is weighted dips, done in the same manner as the dumbbell bench presses. Do this program on Monday and Friday. End Monday's workout with squats and Friday's workout with deadlifts. On Wednesday, train incline bench presses, dumbbell bench presses, and dips, each for 4 to 8 sets of 3 reps. Overall, you'll be training 3 days per week. You'll be doing squats once a week and deadlifts once a week. But remember, This is a bench press specialization program and should only be followed for 2 to 3 weeks. You'll need to put maximum effort into the forced rep bench presses. They are the key to the whole program, and if done correctly, they will greatly improve your bench press. This also solves the time factor problem, since you can go back to your regular training style with little loss and possibly even some gains on the 2 big lifts. At the end of the 60s, many of the powerlifting records, if not most of them, were held by California lifters, and many used this training technique. Bill Witting, who held several 198-pound records, and I used this routine in the summer of 1968. In just 2 weeks, my bench press went up by 30 pounds. Just because it's not new doesn't mean that the routine is not good. Try it and see how much your bench press improves. And as a bonus, you'll also add size to your chest, shoulders, and arms.